I kept getting annoyed, and hopefully, I don't know if they did it in season 2. But he was so obnoxious in season 1. Oh yeah, that's one that would be a good one to get another season 2. Log Horizon would be good. What other ones are out there? Now I'm trying to think of like anime instead of the game I'm playing. I liked Log Horizon. I like how they also approach the hopelessness of people who weren't like, oh look, I've adapted and love this world. For the people who are like, hey, my real life is back there, and I've it was getting really political in the last season, but they were really building towards something, and I really want the next season. Yeah, I like it because it builds. It's like, yeah, it's gonna have some political, because if you think about MMOs in general, later stage MMOs tend to get a lot more political, especially like once you start looking at clans, groups, things like that. I watched the original Spice and Wolf, which was good, but I wanted more episodes. I have not watched the remake yet. Also, this is Free For All Friday. You're right, this is Free For All Friday. We can sit here and talk if that's all we want to do, you know? You bring up a very valid point, Mog. Thank you. Anime discussions are valid on Free For All Friday without any concern. I'm glad. Thank you for reminding me of this. I appreciate it. But yeah, Spice and Wolf, I watched the original series, which was an incomplete series, obviously, and they didn't go past a certain point. I haven't watched the remake because I don't want it to be worse. And I haven't actually met anybody or talked to anybody who's seen it and can give me a valid, like, is it good? Because nowadays, trying to check opinions from people who are presenting online, most of the people who I check, or who I used to check or whatever, they have like their own political views. Yeah, is the remake for Spice and Wolf good or not? Like, does it keep kind of as good as the original one? Because I really like the original Spice and Wolf. Like, I liked how it handled things, how it did I liked the show in general. I have not watched the new version. Majority have said it's good. Also, Monogatari is another hard series to get into. See, the problem that I have with that one is I've only seen one, and I can't figure out where I'm ever supposed to be, like, starting, stopping. So it kind of made me go, like, you know what? I don't want to think this much to figure out where to start watching your series. I'll come back later when I have time. I'm not as worried about it being as faithful to the original, but a lot of times nowadays I get people who like shows because it has some political message they like, and I don't care about that. It doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter to me. I want a show that entertains me. Give me a show that amuses me. I don't give a fuck about the rest. That's why I'm watching the show, is to be amused. Anything else you want to do is, if it fits in with the show, fine. If it doesn't, it's gonna make me, annoyed, because it'll be like hammering a. It's kind of like when I watched, and this is the one I always bring up because this is the one that made me like not watch the rest of the series. Is Clash of the Titans. Like, I remember the original one. I liked that one, and then they did the remake, but they changed a very key aspect to it. And they basically, the newer version was like, we don't need the gods need us, and we're all, it's like, that's not Greek mythos at all. It's like, they didn't. I mean, I know that's how we want to try to tell people, we're humans, we're independent, we're blah, but No, not Attack on Titan. Clash of the Titans. It's not an anime, it's a regular movie. But they added a modern audience type bent. Where it's like, we decide our fate. It's like in the original one, like literally one of the gods when they were walking away, they're like, look, he's failed. And as they're walking away, he picks him up and puts him back on his feet and goes, it's like, yes, the gods in that mythos see humans as toys. I don't know why that's a shock. Like that's, but of course, you know, to make it modern, there's like, oh, we have to have it be where people are the deciding factor. It's like, no, we don't. Just let it be entertaining. Let it follow its story. But they had it shifted so that it became more of like a, you know, motivational, I guess. I hate that crap. I hate when they do things just to be like, look, we're providing a point. We're making this thing to do. It's like, stop that. Just tell a story and be entertaining. If you do put points in, fine. Make it so the story is still good. I mean, that's the problem is with a lot of stuff now, Mog, is just lecture. They don't even try to sneak it into the story. Like, there's plenty of writers who have always had, like, their views, opinions, beliefs. They've always put this into the stuff they've made. Like, a prime example is Starship Troopers and how absolutely absurd it is. Like, the nature of how it is. But it's a fun movie to watch. You know? It's like, yes, I understand the political message that they have in there. It's not hidden. But they didn't make it in a way where they're trying to beat you down. They made it in a way that it adds to the story and it makes it entertaining. So it's okay with me. It doesn't bother me at all. I hate when they do stuff that draws, like, just like look at this theme I'm trying to, like, here's one where Star Wars pissed me off. Is like when it was on, I think, the episode 8 or whatever, the one where they had I think Rose was her name, and she prevents Finn from sacrificing himself to stop the giant blaster that's about to destroy the door and kill everybody. And it's like, oh, I didn't want you to do that. It's like, yeah, but now everybody else is gonna die. You didn't know that all of a sudden they were gonna find a way to stop that. Like, I understand self-sacrifice is not a great thing, and but it's like there's points where it doesn't make, what you just did doesn't make sense. Like, it's like saying, like, you know what? Everybody else can die because, you know, at least I'm saving you from getting killed. It's like, do you know how many people's screams you're going to hear in your dreams from that point going forward because you let them die? Like, you have to live with yourself after doing that. Like, why? Yeah, it just... Yeah, you don't really want to watch. The last 3 Star Wars movies were just crap. Well, okay. The first one of the 3 had a good start. It did what it was meant to do, which is kind of tick all the boxes to bring everybody back into the franchise. But the one right after it was just, oh, here's the lore? I don't care about the lore for this series. Fuck that. And then the last one was an overcorrection trying to be like, oh, we're pulling it all back in because look, it's these. They would have been better if they just didn't make those last 2 movies. Yeah, episode 7's okay because, as I said, that's what I said. That episode 7 did what it was meant to do, which is be like, hey, here's the story. Exactly. 100% exactly, Dan. Episode 7 was a remake of episode 4. It was basically just a reinitialization. Clone Wars, the cartoon. Yes, if I remember. Yeah, the Clone War. The problem was that 8 exists. And then they made 9 because of 8. 8 and 9 basically. If you want your kids to ever enjoy Star Wars, just don't show them those two. Don't. It would be in your best interest. I can't express enough how much I disliked 8. Just there's just so much of it that just felt like they were no longer trying. Well, here's another aspect of it that was just so fucking dumb to me. They're in space, running from another fleet, and they're like, we're running out of fuel. Fuel for what exactly? It was the only movie you ever slept through, not because you were tired, but because you were bored. I mean, I can see that. I hated how they turned a ship into a weapon. They're like, oh, we're just gonna do hyperdrive into their ships. It's like, you do realize then the question becomes, why didn't they just do that to the Death Star? But like, why don't they do that every time? Why don't they do that to planets they don't like? You don't need to. It's like, but the way they turned it into a weapon, like they had to go into like hyperdrive into the ships in the other fleet. And I'm like, well, what's preventing you from doing that to everything? Theoretically, it's supposed to be because hyperspace is not the same as normal space. That way you didn't have that issue. But now they combined it and said, oh, look, it is that space after all. Haha. You just took 7 other movies and basically just said, you all are just too dumb to know how to do this, taking a ship and throwing it at a planet. Because, like, just conceptually, if you hit something like a Star Destroyer at faster than light speed into a planet, it's gonna destroy that planet. That planet is dead. You don't need to make an entire Death Star for it. And hell, the Death Star just becomes a big target. Yeah, it's like they could have come up with so many other ways. The other thing about it, oh yeah. I'll give you a minute to come out of the ad. We'll play some of the game. Let me know when you're back. Let me know. Oh, Dan, your sub badge doesn't show on my screen. When I'm looking, it doesn't show it. I know you can't see me saying that, but still. Either way, I like it here. It seems nice and relaxing. Perfect type of environment for studying, I'd say. Well, everyone's in class at the moment. It'll get pretty noisy if you just wait around a little while. We're having the campus festival soon. Ah, so I guess people are busy preparing for it. Correct. I want to introduce you to the head of the student council, but she's in class. So I'll take you to the dean's office first. Why there? You mean Dean Collins? He's in charge of the whole academy. His office is on the first floor of the main building to the right. Mog, why do you have ads? That doesn't make sense. Oh, for Gogas. Yeah. Okay. When you said that, I was like, Mog, you shouldn't. I mean, I know Twitch makes mistakes, but... Well, let's go meet the dean then. Maybe. Or... as good explorers... Damn, can't get into the girls' dorm. Hey, welcome back, Dan. So what were we were about to talk about, oh, I was about to say something about the another thing about 8 that kind of bugged me. Yeah, but it was how they had it be like, oh look, our fleet's running out of fuel. It's like you're in space. Just accelerate as fast as you can get and then stay in a straight line. It's still a bit risky, but they could have made the entrance of hyperspace was at the target, but I don't know, the full power. It's like at a certain, just going, here's the other, and this kind of like, they wanted to make it like a naval thing. And you can tell because they kept firing shots at them like they were cannons. Like you see the shot go, whee, arcing. The shots only arc because of gravity. It's like, okay, you're making this just so dumb. Like in all the other Star Wars, if you think about all of their space battles, there's no sense of up and down. The only time you get an up and down is when you're looking at a ship. And this is the top, this is the bottom, because of how the ships look. But you'll see like two Star Destroyers at different angles coming in at each other in a 3-dimensional space, and you're like, oh, yeah, there's definitely no like. Yeah, it's usually just lasers or missiles. Like there's any number of other weapons that are canon that exist, but again, there's not an arc shot. Like even if you're firing something that could be affected by gravity, like, you know, let's say you're firing like a mass of something, there's nothing to pull it significant enough that would make it go up and then down again. Whoever directed it was kind of dumb. And I mean that in the nicest of ways. The nicest way you can take being called stupid. But it just, they focused on like the crap parts of the storytelling element. Yeah, if they were battling, exactly, if they're fighting right over a planet, okay, I'll give it a little something. But that doesn't fit their narrative unless they're running circles around the planet and they're like, oh man, we can't catch up to them, which is just, that's even dumber. But they might have, maybe that's what they were thinking. But it's just like, guys, just, because here's the other thing. If you could chase somebody down just by following them, then why couldn't the Empire kill all the rebels before when they ran away? Like, you know, the Empire Strikes Back when they stunned the ships to make it so they could go by. Or use a tractor beam. Tractor beam you could say is a short range or something like that. We can get away with the tractor beam. But Empire Strikes Back, they stun like the Star Destroyers, or at least one of them that was right there on the exit, and they rush past them and take off and get away. But the ships came back online. Why couldn't they just turn around and go whoop right after them? If the rebels were that big a problem, why didn't they just send a team out to go hunt them and always be right behind them? Like, hey, your ship's trying to run away from us. Yoink, yoink, yoink. We're always right behind you. And then you just have somebody else go somewhere ahead of time and cut them off. As I said, the story for 8 was clearly written by somebody who knew nothing about the world building or anything else in the the whole lineage. It just kind of just was like, I want this. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And also, as Dan pointed out, it commits the ultimate sin. Not just dumb. It's boring and dumb. It's like, wow, that's... Not only is this dumber than anything else, the cardinal sin of being boring was added on top of this. Because again, we can put up with a lot of stuff as long as it's entertaining. We don't watch movies. We watch movies to be entertained. I don't watch a movie to be like, what lessons should I learn? That's not why I watch movies. I watch movies to be entertained. So if you produce a boring ass movie, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna be happy to watch it. Retconning. It's... As I said, I have many complaints. And they'll always go unaddressed. I'm aware of that. Where we just were. I'm through here. Why are you in here not teaching? Mr. Effort, there are 3 major courses offered at the Academy. All of them important, but I'm personally in charge of physical education. There are no classes. Mr. Effort's in charge of physical education, everybody. Makes sense. There are no classes at the moment. Perfect time to get the papers sorted out. You're watching Conqueror of Shambhala right now. Everything's coming back to you. I would have to watch it in order for me to remember everything. As I said, I remember more about Brotherhood than I do about the original one. I'm back, Dean Collins. Ah, hello, Chloe. And who might you be? Nice to meet you, Dean. We're from the Bracer Guild. So young. Very impressive indeed. Are you by any chance here because of the fire at the orphanage? Yes, actually. Chloe explained the entire situation surrounding the fire to Dean Collins. I see, it's terrible. I wish I could do something to help. Well, first there's the matter of cheering up the children. Perhaps I could start there. Yes, sir. In that case, I'll work on that on the play with Estelle and Joshua. I think that's a good idea. Estelle and Joshua, I wish you both the best. Do what you can. Yes, sir. To the best of our meager ability. Letting the head of the student council handle the matter of the play. Her name is Jill. She can tell you far more about it than I ever could. I'll see about setting up dorms for you. Dorms? Well, the campus festival is almost upon us. I'd imagine that you'll need to rehearse every day for long hours, and if that's the case, you'll need a place to sleep, will you not? Oh, okay. That would be greatly appreciated. Lessons seem to have concluded for the day. Why not go to introduce yourselves to the president then? Yes, sir. Go to the student council room next. It's to the right of the main building on the 2nd floor of the clubhouse. Oh, okay, let's go. Burn. 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 Hey, you got to bring Joshua in here. Look, I'm so busy. There's the class. It's the class display, and I'm in the play later. Plus, I have to help with the club's food stand. All of it's getting to be a little bit much, even for me. I wonder if I should drop one of them. Sometimes people don't really make their meanings clear. Huh? Everyone agreed that it was a lot, but if we all put in our fair share, we get it taken care of. But he who has made the least progress will inevitably be the one to proclaim how busy he is. What are you getting at? Just that I wonder which one makes you feel the busiest. Of course, I always figured you'd handle all of them with no problem. I mean... Alright, I get it already. I'll keep working on all of them. Wow. You're plenty capable, but humility is not your strong suit. You talking to me? I feel attacked. It's the boys' locker room. Okay. Oh, hi, Chloe. Good to see you back. Hello, Roy. You look very busy. Trying to find something for my class display. Better get a move on or else I'll never hear the end of it from Logic. Exactly. Never hear the end of it from Logic. But to the president. Ah, so busy. The budgets for all of the concession stands have been checked over. No problems with sending out the invitations. No, what we have just left is the play. Shit, I fucked that up and read it completely wrong. Don't worry about it. We can't find anyone to fill the last 2 roles. The only option might be for us to fill them in ourselves. Oh no, there's no way you're acting in the play. The horrors I witnessed when we first tried those costumes on are going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Don't remind me. I never want to wear anything like that ever again. I'm back. Hello, Hans. Oh yeah, Dan, I did say this earlier, because you said you saw the, what was it? Said you saw the sub badge next to your name, and I'm like, I don't see the sub badge next to your name. Like on my screen, it just shows a crown next to your head. Yeah, it just shows, all it's showing for me is Prime Gaming. I just wanted to let you know that from my end, you can ask Mog what he sees, but I'm just letting you know from my end it's not there. I heard about the fire. It must have been awful. Are the matron and kids are all right? Yes, they're fine for now. The orphanage was burnt to the ground, though. Let's see. Yeah, probably. But it could also be that Twitch is picking up, which is an equally likely probability. Twitch is not the best at maintaining how they do things. Be fair. We'll try to keep your spirits up. Freddy won't do any good. Best thing we can do is make the play something the kids can enjoy. Yes, Matron Teresa gave us the same advice, so we'll give it our best. With your help, I'm sure everything will turn out fine. I think I was stressing about it just a few minutes ago. Which, what is not on fire? Just chatting. Who are your friends? Nice to meet you. My name's Estelle. I'm Joshua. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. So you must be the ones Chloe spoke of before. Haha, I told you I'd bring them. They'll be helping too. Doesn't it feel like you just got trapped? The response to everything is very, disconcerting. Oh, that's a relief. I'm glad to meet both of you. I'm Joe Redonor. Redonor? Yeah. The head of the student council. I'll be directing the play. I'm the vice president, Hans. Remember that one week on Twitch that everything and anything was allowed? Felt like a scene from The Purge. Oh, good lord. Good to meet you too. You know. But Racer's here. Maybe we can incorporate stunts. Are you gonna get with the sword, Estelle? Well, my father mainly trained me on the staff, but I'm not hopeless at least. Okay, that settles it. We'll have a big sword fight with Chloe. Whoa, a sword fight? He means in the play, of course. The duel between the 2 knights at the climax of the play. Really a powerful scene, perfect for the final act. We don't have any girls who can use the sword well enough to compete with Chloe, much less make it look good. She beat every guy in the fencing tournament and took the top spot. Oh, wow. She actually beat out Hans in the final match. Thanks for reminding me, Jill. It's not that I'm no good, it's just that Chloe's way better. Still only an amateur. I don't think I'd be any match for a professional like Estelle. And again with the modesty. But hey, if you need my help, I'm your girl. We can do it, Chloe. I'm sure we can, thank you. You know, a duel between two female knights ought to be pretty unique. Female knights? Gonna be playing two male knights. Huh? But that just leaves us without a role for Joshua. Oh my, whatever shall we do? He deserves to play a crucial role in this. Yes, a crucial role. I think we may have just the part for him. Yeah, this is where it gets ominous. What kind of play is this exactly? You should have asked before signing up. It's called Madrigal of the White Magnolia. It's a famous story set in a time where there are nobles and commoners. The princess is courted by both a knight of royal blood and a commoner. Uh-oh. Despite their different social classes, the three have been friends since childhood. As you can imagine, this leads to complications between the nobles and the commoners. There's a great happy ending to the whole thing. Hey, that sounds like fun. So then, why are the girls playing the guy roles? It's just something to make the production more interesting this time. Having guys and girls switch roles, it is. Really? Wow, and the teachers are okay with this? End sexual discrimination. Be free of gender roles. But in that light, the teachers love the idea. Personally, I just thought people would get a kick out of it. Still, you're incorrigible. Yep, though she says she prefers the title Evil Genius. How you doing, Dr. Forgiven? Hey, hold on a second. From what you're telling me then, the crucial role you need me to play is... Yep, you're really doing us a massive favor here. Thank you for introducing us to such nice people, Chloe. Sorry, Joshua. No, Joshua should take this as a lesson. This is why you always ask questions before accepting a job. So, these are our costumes. Kind of bored tonight, nothing sounds fun. Dude, I understand. That's how my stream started. I was trying to pick a game and I'm like... I picked this one only because it's one that I'm already in the middle of playing. But I was sitting there staring at my list when I should have been starting stream. Ugh. So what are you considering? You're looking at going out and getting something to eat? Like, I mean, here it's 9:40, so if you're in this neck of the woods, it'd be kind of late. You doing that now, staring at the list? Yeah. Yeah, so you're Central Time Zone. Got it. Let's see. What type of games do you normally play? What's your normal, not normal, Jesus. What's your normal, like, aesthetic for when you're playing a game? RPGs? Are you thinking an action type RPG? Are you like the Tales series? Or are you thinking like but mostly multiplayer here lately? Ah, Normal. Thank you, Dan. Yes, Normal indeed. Doom Eternal. What? Mog. No, Mog. You're fired. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a good option for you. Like I've been like this game I'm playing, but I play this one on RPG Sundays. Like every Sunday is RPG Sundays, so every Sunday we play RPGs. Just which one we pick. Right now I've got this one and Octopath Traveler 2 I've got to work on. Friday is a free play. Friday I can do whatever I feel like. Saturday is hell diving and Fortnite, and then Monday is like hanging out with my old buddies who I used to play World of Tanks with. But RPG suggestions. Do you have Game Pass or access to what is it, Eiyuden Chronicles of whatever? It's supposed to be like the Suikoden, what's it called? Suikoden, similar thing. No, you used to have Game Pass. Ah, okay. So I was gonna say that one would be one if you like RPGs, you might want to try that. I haven't checked it yet. I'm going to be at some point in the future. Yeah, it's a Suikoden clone. There's this series, but this one's kind of long. I'm assuming you played through all the Persona, Tales, Final Fantasy, the basics. If you haven't, then I can suggest out of any of those that I've played. You have Yakuza 4 downloaded. You started to just burn out because you did Yakuza like a dragon, then 0, 2, 3, and 4 in a row. Oh yeah. If you just, probably should always try to space them. And yeah, you played all the way through Reverie. Waiting on the new one. Somebody was telling me that they're checking out the new one. That might have been, wasn't Mog, I don't think. Was it Mog? Might have been Mog. No. Who was it? No, I'm trying to, I was like, it was Bull. Bull said it at the start of the stream. Bull said he's checking out the new one. Like he's got the, like a demo. He said there's a demo. It's supposed to be like a relatively decent length demo. Stretching. Comes out in English in July. Well, that's when I'd be able to play it. Have you played Octopath or Octopath 2? I know if you have a PlayStation 5 or whatever. Well, no, I don't know what is on those systems. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale, any of those? Pillars of Eternity. No, it's good along the same lines as those. Divinity Original Sin 2, again in that is in that lineage. Disgaea is a good good. Yeah, you beat Baldur's Gate 1, 2, 3, and Icewind Dale. You're currently doing Divinity Original Sin with a friend. You haven't made it to 2 yet. Gotcha. Oh, really, Mug? I haven't heard anything about it because games that I haven't played, I try not to look information on. What are some lesser known ones in my? I'm curious what some of the ones I have in my Steam library. Let's do a filter and look at RPGs. All right. Age of Decadence. I played that one before. I remember that was kind of fun. Atom RPG, ATOM RPG, which is it. Yeah, it does. It's not really the best built RPG in the world. You'll probably have to look up information. Yeah, Borderlands. If you've never played Borderlands, that can be kind of fun. Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, but I feel like you probably already hit all of those. Disgaea, another good series. More tactical type gameplay. Elder Scrolls, Fallout 4, Dragon's Dogma, Fallout 3, New Vegas. Yeah, same. Trust me, Doctor. Yep. I mean, I'm pushing what 43 this year. I'll turn 43 at the end of July. I've been a game player since I was, I don't know, 9, 8. I used to play like Secret Weapons of the Luftwaffe and the original Wing Commander. I mean, I've been a gamer for many decades now, so I hear you. Looking for anything else that might be. Oh, have you played? Well, I'm assuming you have. Like Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, Revenant Kingdom, and then Nier Automata and Nier Replicant. I haven't finished Nier Replicant yet myself, so I got to work on that one. I have not played the Devil May Cry series. As I said, Pillars of Eternity 2 are both good games to pick from if you like RPGs. I have the Quest for Glory collection, but I feel like those are just old, and I don't know how well they hold up. Road Warden, Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy? No, Rogue Legacy is not the one I was thinking. Daybreak demo is only PS4 and Switch, not PS5. The PS4 screen is so small. The kids use. Okay. Yeah, July 4th? Because we're past June 4th. Because today's the 7th. That's why I looked at the clock to make sure. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're past the 4th. Triangle Strategy is one to play if you haven't played that one. Wasteland 1, 2, and 3. I've only played, I think it was 3 I've played before. I don't know if I beat it. I don't remember if I beat it or not, but I played it, I believe. And then obviously anything that's the Tales of Final Fantasy, any of those are always good options too. Oh, okay. So I got you. I thought you were. I wasn't sure if you were saying it comes out July 4th, or if you were telling me that it came out in the past on June 4th, which was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Castlevania, Metroid games are. I mean, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I mean, yeah, some of those. For the King 1 and 2. Yeah. Power World, if you really stretch it. Power World was fun. I like just kind of wandering in Power World, leaving other people to do building. Yeah, once you beat all the big bosses, it did. V Rising is the same. Valheim is the same. There's another one that I can't think of right now. Maybe Ark, but I don't think Ark's the one I'm thinking of. Oh well. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Once you beat the bosses, you kind of run out of things to do. So unless you're on like a PvP server and you're fighting with other people, it loses a lot of the interest to it. I have to go AFK for a second because I need to use the restroom. I'm gonna refill my water while I stand up. Oh, Dave the Diver. Wait, did I might own Dave the Diver. If I don't, it's on Game Pass or something. But I do know I have I do know I have access to Dave the Diver somewhere. Because I saw it the other day and I was like, hey, I should do that. And I was like, no, maybe next time. I'll be right back. Hey, come back. I mean, technically, you can call Dark Souls an RPG, but I don't know if I class it the same. I don't know if I could class it the same to me. Like, it just feels like that's just doing disservice. But I just had to arrange things so you'd be dressed more like the Royal Guardsman. Oh, I got it. It's perfect for clothes. She's petite. Thank you so much. I think it suits you also. Really? Hey, why are we dressed in different colors? Because I'm playing the Azure Knight, Oscar. You're playing the Ruby Knight, Julius. Makes the play more colorful. Ah, okay then. So what about Joshua? Uh-oh. The object of your affection is the fair Princess Cecilia. Come on, Princess, this way. Wait, I'm not in the moment yet. You look so happy. If you're going to say something, say it. Don't leave me in suspense. Well, how should I put it? I think it looks perfect. I'm shocked. You look beautiful. Indeed, such poise. Why, if I didn't know what's really going on under there, I'd be smitten at the very sight of you. Well, thank you for being so honest about it. At least I'm not so thrilled, but this is just as I'd hoped. I think everyone would be pretty pleased with the casting. Come on, everyone, let's make this a play to remember. Afterward, Estelle and Joshua each slept in their respective dormitories. Okay, Estelle, please use this bed. Thank you. That means you and Jill are in the same room. You must be close. We have been ever since we first started here. And his roommates were pretty much inseparable. By the way, I have a proposition for you. What? Want to be an honorary best friend of mine? After all, we're going to be working together. You don't mind, do you? Of course not. No superseding me, I hope. We're a best friend trio, right? Yes, of course we are. My new best friends, Jill and Chloe. Wonderful. Looks like it's just us girls in here. This will be fun. I don't know what an honorary best friend is. That just sounds like some shit. Like how I muted out bull, but not the shit. You're welcome. No need to worry about boys' prying eyes while we're here. You make it sound so dirty. You're so innocent. Like a little lamb. Oh, that's just mean. It's actually kind of creepy, not just mean. It's like, you know what you're in for, right? Just for that, I'm not baking you any sweets. Oh, well, pardon me. I apologize for offending you, Mademoiselle Chloe. Nope, try again. What's wrong, Estelle? With all this staring. It's no big deal. I've just got a little green monster on my shoulder. What do you mean? I have some friends back in Roland, but the most we ever did was have sleepovers. I think it must be nice to have someone close living under the same roof with you. What do you think, Chloe? I'm not sure. I don't really understand what would make you jealous, Estelle. Huh? I concur. I always want to ask where you get off saying something like that. Why would you say that? Oh, come on. You got a traveling companion, don't you? Pretty nice looking one to boot. Who you've also, I don't know, lived under the same roof with? Are you talking about Joshua? That's kind of a silly question. You got a hot guy with you all the time, and you're jealous of us living in an all-girl household. I'm playing a tiny violin for you, like minuscule in size. Shows what you know. Joshua is more like a big brother to me. Us living together is more like a family thing. Oh ho, a family thing, she says. I wonder if Joshua feels the same way. Bah? I bet that's not what a guy in his age would think. Oh, yes, and here's Val with the pickled salt. Welcome back, Val. Belle's not pretty, but she sure as heck would deck you in the face for saying that she is pretty. It's gotta be tough for him to always be around a pretty girl like you. Enough, Jill. I'm sorry, Estelle. Jill has a bad habit of picking on people. We're gonna start talking about bad habits. Is there something you'd like to say? Nope, I'm good. Come on, don't mess with me like that. And really, Joshua, I mean, come on, no way. Someone's in denial. Jill. Oops, just remembered I have to give my daily report to the teacher before bed. So, good night, ladies. Sleep well. I swear. Oh, right. Estelle. If you'd like, I can lend you some of my pajamas. Estelle? What? Oh, right. Pajamas. Sure, that sounds great. With that, Estelle and Joshua's unlikely life at the Royal Academy had begun. Now she's like, wait, what? I have to think of him as a not brother figure? That's awkward. In the morning, they would wake up and go to school, just like the other students. In the evening, they would practice their lines and prepare for the play. On Tuesdays, they wore pink. Oh wait, that's Wednesday. But anyway, sorry. All throughout the morning, they attended lessons with the other students. And then on Thursday, they made fun of Joshua. Seems legit. As the day wore on, lunch was enjoyed by all over pleasant, silly conversation, mostly revolving around how Joshua might look in heels. Poor Joshua. But He is multi-talented. I guess he can. I guess he'll make it work. School was followed by rigorous rehearsals, and that lasted late into the night. Everyone was having such fun that time seemed to fly by. It was written right. I was just read it wrong. And the day before the festival, the school burned down. They all died. My friend, I fear that this was inevitable. Perhaps fate is always intended for us to meet in so base a fashion. Speak that we may both be unburdened, if nothing else, for our beloved princess. We should cleave a path through fate with our own hands. But at this moment, my words and her smile seem lost. Has fear clutched your heart, Oscar? But what is this passion that pierces me to the quick? Though I have no wish to fight you again, it would seem that I am left with little choice. Before this storm, by the name of revolution, should claim us both. Take up your sword, and we shall decide. We shall let fate decide. My reading is terrible today. Yes, and may the goddess above us see our spirits as they truly are. Come then, let it be done. Indeed. Phew. Alright, finally got through all the scene with no mistakes. And a convincing performance it was. I've got nothing on you, though. I don't think you flubbed a single line. Well, I've been familiar with the script for a long time. I think I learned it at about the same rate you're going. I really appreciate you taking the trouble to rehearse. It's no big deal. You kind of my guide through it all. I think you would make a great bracer personally. You flatter me. Finally do this for real tomorrow. I hope Matron Teresa and the children will enjoy it. Ha! They really mean a lot to you, don't they? They're like your family. I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? No, you're exactly right. They're the ones who taught me the real value of family. Both of my parents died shortly after I was born. What? I was left in the care of an affluent relative. I never wanted for anything, but I really had no idea what having a family was like. It was 10 years ago that I met the matron. 10 years ago? Was that during the 100 Days War? Yes, that was when I came to Rouen. Everyone I knew had scattered trying to escape the Imperial forces. Matron Teresa and her husband Joseph took me in and cared for me. Wow. After the war ended, we waited several months for word to come of my relatives. She and Joseph were so kind to me. That was when I first understood what it must be like to have a mother and a father, and how it must be to have a family to begin with. I'm sorry. I've been rambling. You must be bored to tears. Yeah, that's what she's concerned about. Being bored to tears. No, not at all. Let's really show everyone tomorrow how it's done. Right? I was worried before, but I'm really excited now. Jill and Hans sure have worked hard on this, haven't they? Yes, indeed. But I think Joshua has really been the biggest help. I never expected him to be such a good actor. Yeah, he acted all uninterested, but he sure plays the role of the spoiled princess well. He definitely nailed the mannerisms. I've seen professionals turn in worse performances. Does he have any experience in theater? I don't really know much about his life before I met him. Whatever went on back then, he's never wanted to talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry. Don't sweat it. He's always been the type to be good at whatever he does. He's always so calm and collected. Sometimes he gets flustered though, and that's when he's really cute. What? Perhaps that role should have been reversed. Huh? Julius and Oscar? Somehow I think you would have preferred to play Oscar. How come? Well, maybe. I mean, Julius is the son of a noble, and I sure don't know anything about that. That's not what I mean. More about, you know, the ending. Oh, you mean how Oscar gets... Right. Well, it's just Joshua. And hey, you mean you wouldn't like kissing Joshua? Don't be ridiculous. Still, it does seem rather risque. Come on, you're starting to sound like Jill. Besides, Joshua just sees me like a little sister. Does he? He's always treated me like a little kid, especially with my dad around. Drives me nuts. Anyway, there's absolutely nothing like that going on. Okay. Ah, here you are. Princess Joshua has arrived. Joshua. Hans? Rehearsal's over and you're still practicing? That's some dedication you two have. Ready for the big duel scene? Just leave it to us. It'll be flawless. Really? I look forward to seeing it. Anyway, what are you two doing here? Are you looking for us? Yeah, today's the last day that you two will be staying with us in the dorms, right? I was thinking we could have a big dinner to pump ourselves up. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. I think it sounds like a great idea. By the way, wasn't Jill with you? She was called away by the dean some time ago. I'll go check on her. I'll come with you. You guys can go on ahead to the cafeteria. Did you wish, boss? Don't call me that. Looks like they really hit it off. Sometimes it worries me that he doesn't really let people get close. What? Oh, it's nothing. Okay then, let's go get changed. It'd be kind of embarrassing to walk around like this. I have to agree. That should do it. Want to go meet up with Jill? Alright, let's go to the dean's office. Karn, how you doing? Welcome back. Hey, that's a great idea. That's our dean, always level-headed. You flatter me. Then I assume I can entrust the list to you. Yes, sir, I'll take care of it. Excuse us. What are you getting up to, Karn? Trying to decide if I want to keep playing this or swap, because I kind of feel like I'm not really in the mood to play this game that much more. I want to play something else, but I don't know what else I want to play. That's where the dilemma begins. Oh, we're sorry. Are we interrupting? No, we were just finishing up. Actually. Dean, don't say anything. We'll spoil the fun tomorrow. What? You're acting all suspicious. What are you plotting this time, Jill? You'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out. Anyway, what's up? You need something for it? Do you need me for something? Yes, actually. We'll explain that an evening feast has been planned for the next day in anticipation of the play's success. Oh, that sounds fine. I'm just hoping and praying that the festival is a big success. Let's give it all we've got. Barring any major complications, I think tomorrow will go just fine. Yes, sir. Well, Jill, let's go to the cafeteria. Okay. You're getting ready? Alright. Cafeteria was... auditorium. Come forward. Oh wait. This is the cafeteria, right? I get to talk to them. Oh, Go-Go Loser Ranger. That's another one you heard good things about. Might be worth checking out. I've never heard of that one. Okay. When the next ad break hits in a few minutes here, I'm gonna go get probably like a handful of peanuts or something just so I have some food in me. I did have, I had a steak at the very beginning of the day, but I can tell I'm really hungry right now. Luna, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm probably switching games in a little bit. I feel like I want to. I just haven't figured out which game I'm switching to. I have other options. We're gonna pick one and we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, but I gotta get to a point in the story where it's a good break point. The one in the current season. Freak. Yeah. I'd have to actually ask the same thing. I'm like, Mog, what are you saying right now, Mog? Not making a lot of sense. Whew. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Jill. Hey, we've been waiting for you. Now, are you ready to order some food? Not just you. How about we do this? Alright. Actually. You could just ask if she'll play Helldivers 2. Nudity! Alright, so we saved. Alright, I'm gonna go, as I said, I need to go find at least get a handful of peanuts or something, and then I'll be right back. So give me a minute. Ad break's coming up in a second here, so you probably won't be able to see anything. But either way, just asking regularly is too easy. I mean, yeah, but it's the most effective. Direct question gets a direct answer. Thank you, Val, for the hydrate before I walk away. I'll be right back. I said, I'm at... You know what maybe I should do is get like a hot dog or something while we're on this 3-minute break. Because the ads kick off in 20 seconds. Alright. Either way, I'm going to get something to eat because I need to eat something. And I'll be right back. Oh, wait. I guess you guys can listen to something while I'm not here. There you go. Anyway, from the opening song. All right, come back. All right. What's what to play? What to play? Let's save, right? Yes. Okay. Let's take a look at my options again. I don't know anything about this game, so that's why we're playing it. The one that I just selected. There could also be issues with doing it. It does. It feels like a point and click adventure to me as well. But we're gonna find out because I've never, yeah, like shouldn't have a resume game. I've never played it. Okay, it's 1920 by 1080 is its size. All right, let me change my stream info. So please hold. Apparently it's mature rated, so well, not mature rated, but it says it has it's not adult content. Jesus, I don't even know how to explain it. It gives the same warning that it does whenever you play a game with violence and stuff. So, we'll see. I don't know when I got this one in my game library. I don't know where it came from. But it was there when I was looking through earlier and I was like, "Yeah, what's this?" Oh wait, did I click the wrong one? Oh no, it's Tiny Doomsday. That's right. And Dan, if you're still there, Luna says hi. Now, looks like every time I click out, because it's full screen, every time I click out, it messes with it. There we go. Now at least the game's audio should be audible.
The end was never our creation. It was there all this time. All we did was tempt it. The same way a surfer tempts fate.
Welcome back,
or tempts a shark by trying to outswim it. A for effort. We crafted spears against beasts, built walls against spears, ladders against walls, and towers against ladders. After that, we built boats, ramparts, chimneys, shaving foam pie catapults, and when all our trash threatened to swallow even our highest spires, we built a spaceship. Powered by nothing less than the destruction of our own planet. The preparations took decades.
Whoops.
What was meant to be an ark became a home. My home. Elysium. None of us ever thought there were thousands of clueless survivors down in that trash. Our bastion of hope became a herald of doom for Deponia. Fortunately, the tables turned. One of those clueless people foiled the plan. He saved Deponia and all who were left behind. And he saved me by falling for me.
Get back into the hell pod, Mew. Sir, yes, sir.
The end. Oh! Oh, you don't like this ending? Still hoping for something more upbeat? Well, it's like I said. Endings and sharks. Don't tempt them. Though, I gotta admit, even after all this time, I keep asking myself, if I was able to turn back time, what would I change? What would be the better ending? Or do I just want it to never end?
It's a very good time. Alright. I've never played it. I know nothing about it. I just, when I was looking through earlier for a game to play, I saw it sitting in my, inventory. And I was like, well, let's check it out.
This place was pure hell. Who am I kidding? Where wasn't these days? I had to leave old Jeremiah behind. His own damn fault. I have to give it to him. He was as fast as they came at changing a tire. But he was too damn slow at getting me a slushy. At least we shook those ravening few locks. I had to hurry.
Welcome to the tutorial. The tutorial will guide you through the game's controls step by step. Use the button in the upper right corner of the screen to display the tutorial messages again. The voice acting is A+. First, use the hotspot key to highlight interesting objects in a scene. Press the mouse wheel or the spacebar to highlight objects. Your cursor is made of two gears, a big one and a small one. The big gear indicates that your left click indicates your left click action. Interact. The smaller gear is for the right click action of look. To climb down this platform now, move your cursor over the ladder and left click to interact. You can look at some objects, just right click. Take a look at the Edward Snowman.
The Edward Snowman was no beauty. It was all I had left.
Fun fact, Edward Snowden went to high school in the same high school with me. He was actually 2 years younger. I think it was 2 years. Might have been more. I know he was in the same people in the same group of people I knew. I think he dropped out, actually. I don't think he finished school. I don't know. But he's in Russia now. One of the cursor gears is empty. Doubt he doesn't have a corresponding action. Click the ground to move your character. You can leave a scene by using an exit. Scene's exit is at the right edge of the screen. To leave a scene instantly, just double click. Go ahead and leave the scene. Wait, wasn't there something else to click up here?
Even the box with the emergency blowtorch was frozen shut. Pretty damn ironic.
You see that spray can? You can pick up this item by left clicking it. Interact with the spray can now to pick it up. Each item you pick up will be stored in your inventory. You can access the inventory pressing I or by scrolling the mouse wheel. You can combine items in your inventory by using them with each other. Open the inventory, select spray can, use it with the lighter.
Cool.
Nicely done. Now go back to the vehicle.
Some punk had sprayed no hope on the blast tower door. Huh. Tell me something I don't know.
You can also pick up an item and use it with other objects. Climb up the ladder, click on the improvised flamethrower in your inventory, then return to the scene by moving the item out of the inventory. Now you can melt the ice block in the frozen toolbox by clicking it with the flamethrower. See, Bob, Luna says she'd play Helldivers if she could. Don't go judging Luna. Luna is capitalizing on Saturday laziness. A very good methodology and plan. Congratulations, now you know enough to continue playing on your own. Whenever there is more to know or new game mechanics are introduced, a new tutorial message will appear on your screen. Meanwhile, you're over there blasting bugs for Super Earth. I mean, you're the one who told me you were trying to cut back.
The bolt didn't look like you could saw through it, but up to the end. It was easier to cut through the seal than I thought. I almost wished it had taken longer. Now the way was clear. Here goes.
In this scene, you will see a power bar. Rapidly click to succeed. Good luck. You might be in trouble. That's the tutorial, man. You know everything. Enjoy the game. I was about to check.
The view punched the icy breath from my chest. You could see everything from up here. The destruction, the hopelessness, and the button that would simultaneously release the bomb clamps in countless blast towers all over Deponia. A chill ran down my spine when I saw the bomb, really just snow in my hood. There it lay in the snow, broken, burnt out, and shattered. Elysium, symbol of hope. Talk about kitsch. The door would hold them off. Yeah. Guess that's it. The end of... the...
Frog in my throat. The end of the road for me.
I like how his voice changed.
Huh? Oh, typical. Even Armageddon is rusted over. Just you wait.
1 second. Try this alt tab out real quick. I'm just trying to maximize the volume here without a.
Forget it! Stop that! Stop that! Ha! Stop that!
Monster. Deponia Doomsday.
You old amorotic pinhead, act like the thing is not dead and didn't run into a brick wall at full tilt already. Let me help you fill the gap in memory. Living in the waste wasn't to your taste, but soon you will gaze true straight in the face. All rivers run eventually to the sea. At this stage it's evident there will be no happy end. Suck it up, princess, no one cares for your tears. It's over and I've no damns to give for second thoughts that you're stuck with, looking for loopholes and wondering what if.
Hopefully that introduction song wasn't as accurate as it seems like it's supposed to be. Ah, he's back.
Oh!
That's one way to get into your shoes. Wake up, slide out of the chair, and then
nightmare. I was old and had a mustache. All my friends were dead, and Elysium had fallen from the sky. Also, I blew Deponia out. God, talk about sick. I mean, a mustache? Really? Luckily, everything's the way it was before. I can hardly wait to tell my sweet Tony about it. Don't look, otherwise it'll keep me from working for days. Again. Bubble wrap from the post office. What was I gonna do with it again? Whatever. I'll just leave it here until I remember what I wanted it for. The fire's gone out. The fire's gone out. No wonder I was dreaming about nuclear winter. The fire's gone out. No. So
I know.
the balloon.
That's
filled
what I
with
was thinking
gas
too.
while
And I was like,
slept.
this reminds
Now,
me of
all I have to do is adjust
Monkey
the
Island.
flame, and then it's
Which, God, I want to replay
Elysium
that now.
and
This has made me want to
beyond.
play Monkey
Tony
Island
won't
from way
believe
back
her
in the day.
eyes. I better get her crystal glasses back. Not that anything would happen to them. These cryptic signs have been becoming more and more common lately, and for some reason, they always seem to crop up around me. No, I've been practicing the lasso number long enough. The next time I throw out a loop, then it'll be to catch something. No, I've been practicing the next time... True. The last thing I need on my balloon is ballast. If Tony didn't want her glasses broken, then why did she pile them up like that? Time to get to work. No, stop! This seems vaguely familiar somehow. That's exactly the way things happened in my dream. I had forgotten the bubble wrap, and that's when everything went to pieces. Tony was so angry that we broke up. And then I uncovered an Organon conspiracy and started a revolution? Well, note to self, stay away from sampling the adhesives before bed.
No sniffing glue before bed.
These visions aren't all bad. I should become a prophet. Nina, Nina, let me through! I'm a prophet!
Jesus God, he's so dumb.
Hey, stop! You can't park here! You... Oh boy,